Hello. You are tuning to the episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic, biggest key to winning for the Ravens versus the Steelers. Look. Now, everybody knows, let's just be real quick, right? Everybody already knows that when we start talking about who's the most important and everything else, it's always going to end up on Lamar Jackson's lap. That is a fact. You cannot argue. He plays the quarterback position. It comes to a point to where it's like, oh my God, that's pretty much, so many people just, his name stays in constant rotation. But Elle Duncan from FirstTake thinks differently. She believes that the key to victory is Kyle Hamilton. And that's if he plays. And by all accounts, it's looking like he's going to play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio from what she said, and then I'm going to read off a couple stuff from Schaefer and them about his return or his imminent return. And we're going to see exactly why she believes that he's the key to winning and beating the Pittsburgh Steelers this Sunday at 1 p.m. So without further ado, let's get this party started.
And for everything that RC just laid out is why I think that the most important player in this game is Kyle Hamilton. I want to do some role playing with Cam Newton because he's a former MVP quarterback. I come to you before a game, Cam, and I tell you you're going to play the worst pass defense in the NFL. You're licking your chops, right? I tell you you're going to play a team that's allowing a staggering 47 completions of 20 or more yards.
That is fact.
I'm telling you you're going to face a secondary that's given up more passing yards than that franchise has seen in 24 years. What are you doing? You are salivating at that prospect, correct? Which is why Kyle Hamilton is so incredibly important for that Ravens secondary. He's got the second most tackles on the team, second most passes defensed. He is the absolute highest graded defensive player that they have. He is their captain, and yes, he is banged up. It looks like he may be able to go. He finally returned to practice on Thursday. But for all of the reasons that RC just said, and for all of the reasons that Stephen A. just laid out, the most important person in trying to contain some of that explosiveness we've seen from this Steelers offense is going to be Kyle Hamilton.
Okay, so that was her speaking on it. And look, here's the thing, guys. If you take Lamar Jackson out of that equation, she's probably not wrong. She's probably not wrong. And let me tell you exactly why she's not wrong. So, check this out. We already know we don't got a bad pass defense. We got the worst pass defense in the entire league. I mean, it's ugly, nasty. Got you screaming in your pajamas. So we already know that when teams coming up against us, it's almost like they're saying, why even run the ball when we could take 2 or 3 shots and one of them can be converted into a touchdown against this team. Now, Kyle Hamilton has been the undeniable playmaker on the back end of this team. He has been able to be to move around, play multiple positions, make plays on the ball. As you heard, he's second in pass defense. He's second in tackles. He is the most movable object on our defense, and it keeps the opposing offenses guessing because you never know what he's going to do or where he's going to be, how he's going to line up, where he's going to line up. What's his assignment going to be on this particular play? And he's so long, 6'4". I mean, man got Giannis arms. Mr. Fantastic. You know Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four? The Fantastic Four. Be no more. Reed Richards, when he can stretch them arms out, that's what he is. Because you can't teach 6'4". And he has great speed, great recovery speed, and he's tough as nails. And I'm not going to lie to you, I think he's our hardest hitter on the team. Legit. Like, when you go back and look at some of the hits he's laid the boom on, you're like, bro. Like, before it was Roquan, and then I would have him right behind. But this year, it's been undeniably him. He puts fear into the opposing offense. He puts fear into the opposing players. And everybody, every time the offense lines up, they have to account where he is on the field. And because he makes splash plays, it gives our offense more opportunities to score the ball. That's fact. You can't even argue it. So that's why I can understand why people are saying that he is the key to beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. Because here's the thing, guys. Lamar and company could put up 40 points. And the Steelers could beat us putting up 42. That's not conjecture. That's fact. They've been averaging 30 since the emergence of Russell Wilson. They've been averaging 30 a game. So this ain't no little, and for anybody saying, oh, well, they beat up on the Washington Commanders, a lot of people had the Washington Commanders being a top 3 team in the NFC. And Jaden Daniels being an MVP favorite. So I don't want to hear no excuses now or try to pivot and take away that win or diminish that win. So the Steelers have been balling out of control. I told y'all that was my biggest fear. Remember, because even when I tried, I said, look, I'm going to stay on my original premise of them being third in the AFC North. But then I said, honestly, I want to put them at second because I had the Baltimore Ravens being first, but it was flip-flopping between them and the Browns. And now it's looking like the Browns are going to be the worst team in the AFC North, then the Bengals, then, of course, Pittsburgh's number 1 right now, but I think we can leapfrog them. So, but we need these wins. So, I'm looking at that and I'm saying, man, like, bro, we need Kyle. And at least there's been some good news that he was at practice. He practiced the entire time. Matter of fact, let me read you off something that they even said. Because Jonas Schaefer had asked Kyle Hamilton how he was feeling. I'm going to read you the tweet. He said, Kyle Hamilton said he feels good, expects to play Sunday, and his ankle injury wasn't as serious as he initially feared. He was scared at first that he might have torn his Achilles tendon because of how the injury happened. So, yeah. Whoo! Thank God that's not what happened. Could you imagine if that happened? Jesus God. Thank God. So let's just put our hands in the dirt on that one and say, we got that through and stuff like that. But Kyle Hamilton, it was also said that that our coach Harbaugh believes that he's going to play and stuff like that, and he'll be able to be back. And Zebrick covered it and said that it was a full go at a full practice. He said, Kyle said he feels good. He said, if I'm able to play, I'm going to play. Every single one of these counts, especially this one. So he looks like he wants to play. He wants to get up and about it, and everyone believes that he's crucial to winning this game. Let me tell you this right now. I took Lamar out of the equation because we already know the quarterback is the most important position in football. They touch the ball all the time. They control the game. The ball will be in their hands at the end of games. They're the most important position, so they'll always be the most important. But if you take him away, this man legit could be the second because our pass defense has been that horrid. Like, me, Ing Raven, Coach, we could get open on our secondary. The 3 of us running routes. And I'm talking about Coach probably end up 70 yards, a touchdown. Ing might get 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. I might get like 100, but no touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to eat. We're going to eat. Because they're allowing teams to feast through the air with bad positioning, bad play making ability, and lack of, keyword, awareness. These guys aren't aware of nothing. The ball could be right here. They'll be like, oh my God, is Danny Brown shooting star? Is it in the air? What am I going to do? Should I make a wish? Here goes a penny. Let's make a wish. That's how they act when they see the ball in the air. We've had balls pause, hit them right in their hands. And, there's no one around them. And they just drop it. And that's all of them. So, even Kyle Hamilton, when they had dropped that, for the most part, Kyle Hamilton's catching that pass 9 out of 10 times. So that's why I'm saying that I actually believe that she's right. That he could be the missing link on how to beat this team and to put our foot on their throats. So we're going to get to see what happens and stuff like that. But I'm super happy Kyle Hamilton's feeling good, and it looks like he's going to play this game. And he could be the deciding factor if we come out of Pittsburgh or come out of that game with a dub. But what do you guys think? Do you agree that Kyle Hamilton is the second most important player to win in this game? Right? Not counting Lamar, he'd be first. Or are you saying, nah, you got Derrick Henry or Roquan or Zay Flowers or someone of that ilk? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. Because like I said, I actually agreed with her on this. If you take Lamar out of the conversation, because it's not fair, he's the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You don't love the comments. If you've not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App's located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nectar, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yep.
Finish him, Daddy.